Hi, I'm Major Connie Morris with the Salvation Army of Greenville, North Carolina, and you're watching the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. Today is a very special day here on the East Daily Download because we are focused in on National Nurses Day. Now, over the course of the last year, we've all been under a lot of stress, duress, quarantining. There's been a lot of, it's just been a rough year for everybody over the last 12, 13, 14 months. But healthcare professionals have shared the brunt of that, and nurses have played such a critical role in moving us forward, getting us out of this pandemic. And we just want to say thank you today to all the nurses across Eastern North Carolina for everything they've done. All the healthcare heroes out there are fantastic, but today we're specifically focusing on the National Nurses Day and recognizing nurses in Eastern North Carolina. So from all of us at the East Daily Download, thank you for everything that you're doing and have done and continue to do, because I think we've all developed an immense amount of respect for the work that you do, because we know it is not easy, and we know more than ever over the last year that it is not easy, but we do not know the depth of how not easy it is, and you guys have all gone through this, so thank you for everything that you do for us. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about that throughout the course of the show. We're going to revise and refresh and remind everybody about some places and information on how you can get vaccinated if you still need to do that across different areas of Eastern North Carolina. Woo! So we've got a lot to cover today. So before I go any further, why don't we just jump right in? We'll be back here and we'll pick it up in a little bit here on the East Daily Download.
Today on the East Daily Download, we are joined by Jeff Blick and Wayne Hardy. Thank you guys so much for being here today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Yes. So if you guys could just introduce yourselves to us and tell us a little bit about your law firm and your new position here with Wayne Hardy Law.
I'll let you start, Jeff.
All right. Yes. So my name is Jeff Blick, and I'm an attorney here in Pitt County. I've been an attorney going on 13 years this year. I worked for a firm, went out on my own 5 years ago, and run my own Blick law firm for the past 5 years, and focused primarily on criminal and traffic. I have dabbled in some personal injury and handled some significant cases, but certainly excited about an opportunity to join Mr. Hardy. He's been doing this for about 38 years, and excited to be on his team and continue the good fight.
Excellent. Please tell me more about your firm, Mr. Hardy.
Well, thank you. And this, as Jeff was humble to say, I have been practicing a day or two. I think this is year 38. Real proud to have been here working, fighting for the injured people for 38 years. It's really, it's part of what we do. It's part of our nature, helping those people who don't have the time, effort, and resources to fight the insurance companies when they've been injured and damaged by, other folks, car wrecks, injury, different type things.
Yes, and I know those are really important things that people might not consider until sometimes it could be a little late. So Jeff, I wanted to talk with you about the switch from criminal defense to personal injury law here in Pitt County. How did you kind of change with that?
It's a switch in the subject matter, but really it's very similar. So we've built a successful criminal defense firm, and we've done that really by focusing on the hopes and the dreams of our clients that find themselves wrapped up in the criminal justice system. So realistically, what we are as attorneys, we're advocates. Now, a client comes to me with a problem. I'm a problem solver. I'm an advocate. I push what they need. And sometimes that's showing the state that, hey, this kid is entitled to a second chance or maybe a third chance. That's the best interest of everybody involved. And in this situation, Wayne does the exact same thing. This person who has to go to work hurt is entitled to just compensation under the law. And corporate America sees injured clients as a number, And sometimes the criminal justice system can dehumanize somebody as well. So what we do, I think, it makes us successful at whatever we do, whether it's criminal defense or personal injury, is focused on the intrinsic value of a human and of a person and who they are. And when you do that, it gets good results in the criminal justice system, and it also gets obviously great results in the personal injury realm.
Hello and welcome back to the East Daily Download. This is National Nurses Day, and we are recognizing nurses across Eastern North Carolina and also talking about health care and vaccinations. We're letting you have some information to be helpful in case you need to get vaccinated, want to get vaccinated, or planning to get vaccinated. So right now we thought we would talk about Craven County. If you need to get information on vaccinations, cravencounty.nc.gov is the website you can go to find out that information. So for our friends in Havelock, New Bern, River Bend, Dover, Vanceboro, check it out. Good information there. And for the towns that I did not mention, I apologize. But we are still going throughout the episode here today on the East Daily Download talking about healthcare, focusing specifically on nurses for National Nurses Day, but also talking about the pandemic, how it's affected everybody, and how we can all do our part to hopefully get out of this for once and for all and come out on the other side. So again, cravencounty.nc.gov. If you need to find out information about vaccinations, that's where you can go. Okay, why don't we jump right back into the show? We'll be back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download.
Now downloading 9 on Your Side News.
It brings people together more.
Chuck Phillips is talking about music.
Don't let me be the one to break the back.
He understands the power it holds.
Something about the vibrations in music and the combination of an instrument and a voice singing a melody with it. People just relate to it on a different level.
And during the pandemic, this musician had a lot of time on his hands.
I had the idea to start interviewing local musicians around this area. There's amazing local talent here of people that write their own music.
He set up a home studio and recorded the Washington City Limits to post on social media.
Part of the idea behind the Washington City Limits was to give musicians a place to showcase and talk about their original material, which you don't really get to do in the bar atmosphere.
The Turnage Theater heard what Phillips started and wanted in.
And asked me to partner with them and bring it to podcast form. And so now that things are kind of starting to open back up, we're doing it here in the theater.
And they have plans to bring the Washington City Limits podcast to life with an audience in the near future.
So we're hoping this fall that we'll be able to open up the show, which is going to be monthly, to audiences.
This will give people the chance to interact with artists that live right here in the East.
We would like to incorporate the audience where they could ask the musician questions or make requests, and the musician could sell their CDs or any kind of merchandise they have here and make it a whole experience for everybody rather than just a podcast that you listen to at home.
What are online originals? Local stories, local documentaries, special features, behind the scenes, everything you need at your fingertips. WNCT.com online originals. Now downloading Salute to the East. We'll be right back with more local stories on the East Daily Download.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download on National Nurses Day, and we are celebrating nurses across Eastern North Carolina today, saying a big thank you for all that you do. We truly appreciate all the work, all the effort that you put in, because you've done so much, not just over the last year, but over your entire careers to help keep us going, to keep us healthy, to keep us safe. So we really appreciate it, but we know over the last year especially has been a stressful time. It's been difficult for everybody, but the work and the effort that you've put in has been truly extraordinary. So thank you so much from all of us here at the East Daily Download to all the nurses across Eastern North Carolina. Also, we're kind of throwing out some information about vaccinations to let everybody know where you can get vaccinated depending on where you live. Right now, we want to talk to our friends in Lenoir County. So LaGrange, Pink Hill, Kinston. LenoirCountyNC.gov is the website you can go to get information to find out about vaccinations. If you've not been vaccinated already, this will give you the information that you need to proceed. So there you go. We'll leave it at that. We will be back a little bit later with some more information about more vaccinations and where you can go. But for right now, let's jump back into the show.
My name is Jessica McNally. I'm the owner here at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio, also one of the main instructors. And I'm here today to show you some tips on how to move in your chair. With COVID, we've been stuck in our houses, we've had to change our routines up, we've had to work from home, we've had to get creative, and we've had to find ways to get movement in at the same time. So one of the most popular things that you can do in yoga is a sun salutation or Surya Namaskar. You can also do a version of this in a chair, and I'll guide you through it. It's very simple to do. You'll want to sit in the middle or edge of your chair so that you're sitting up nice and straight, and allow both of your feet to be flat on the floor. As you're sitting, you want to make sure that your hips are roughly the same level as your knees. You don't want your seat to be down really low or really high. You want roughly a 90-degree bend in the knees. And then sit with your hands on your thighs and begin to lift through the sides of the body. Broaden across the chest, broaden across the back of the shoulders evenly, look straight ahead, and then allow the gaze to get nice and soft. Find a space to look at, and begin to look even through that space. Take a deep breath, and let it out. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and gaze up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Let the hands come to the shins, the ankles, the feet, the floor. Let the head hang. Inhale, lift the chest and look forward. Let the hands, the fingertips stay on the floor, the feet or the shins, and reach the chest forward as you reach the hips back. And then exhale, fold back over the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms wide. Come back upright. Gaze up at the hands. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more times like that. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, gaze up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift the chest and look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more time. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, gaze up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Let the hands come down. Inhale, lift the chest and look forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands down to the thighs. And allow the gaze and the breath to soften once more. To learn more about Surya Namaskar or the full version, or to participate in any of our yoga or breathwork classes, you can join us online at www.purpleblossomyogastudio.com, or you can check out any of our social media accounts on Facebook or Instagram at Purple Blossom Yoga.
Now downloading Salute to the East.
Buy tickets for future Wood Ducks games by going online at woodducksbaseball.com or visiting a customer service rep. And make sure you get your tickets early so you don't miss out.
What are online originals, local stories, local documentaries, special features, behind the scenes, everything you need at your fingertips. WNCT.com online originals.
Well, that's going to do it for this very special edition of the East Daily Download. Again, thank you to the nurses of Eastern North Carolina. I send a personal shout out to a nurse friend, my wife and I, Pam Fox. Thank you for all you do. All the nurses out there. I don't know a lot of nurses, but like I said, the one that I know I wanted to send a big shout out to. But please thank nurses today. Those healthcare workers are so essential to everything over the last year, especially the last year that we've gone through, and we really could not do it without them. So thank you to all the nurses from Eastern North Carolina. We truly appreciate you and all the effort and sacrifice that you put in for us. We've been mentioning also throughout the course of the show ways you can get vaccinated or information about that. So we will continue to do that in upcoming shows, just so you know. But I'm going to leave you right now and leave it at that for today. But thank you, nurses. National Nurses Day. Thank you.
Friday on the East Daily Download, we'll have Fashion Friday. Plus, we'll take a look back at our musician interviews and performances. That's Friday on the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.